Welcome to Rick's Rips.
Alright, well I usually don't do these types of like face-to-face videos, usually just seeing my hands pack full, but I figured the story needed me to walk you through and explain what happened. So Friday was the day before Topps National Baseball Card Day, and I was really excited because the night before I had recorded a video opening up like 10 cellos, maybe 9, and 2 hangers. Did really well, got some amazing cards, Pink Refractor, Luis Robert, which I'll put up right there. That one I'm keeping, but anyways, I was super excited for the product. It was hot on Twitter, Facebook. It was just going crazy. So I decided I was doing so well opening these and making more than I would if I sold them back, that I'd go ahead and open up 5 more of the hanger packs. And the hanger boxes aren't that great. They have the gallery preview pack inside, which surprisingly you can sell for like $5 on its own. So really you only have to average like $11 worth of product out of the rest of the box to even break even on those, which is cool. So anyways, I'm opening them up. Start off okay. I think the first or second box I got an autograph. It was some nobody, but it was still pretty cool to get a Topps Chrome autograph with how limited those were. So I'll play that clip right now. Kepler, Cody Bellinger. Ooh, an autograph. Probably a nobody. Lewis Thorpe autograph. And Brian Reynolds, future star. Not really sure who that is entirely. That's cool. It probably doesn't go for much, but that's still nice. Let me go ahead and throw that in there. Anyhow, so it's going along good, and I'm hoping, I want to get a Luis Robert. If I get a Luis Robert, I know I can sell it for $45-50, and that covers pretty much everything else that I need to cover for the rest of those hanger boxes. That puts me well over the cost, and then I can just piece out whatever other singles I have and end up being in the positive once again, which we're on a pretty good stretch of being able to do openings and end up making profit with those. So that's great. Then you start to see I get this weird run of cards that are just like terribly miscut. In the first video, I got an AJ Puck rookie card that was one of the worst ones I had ever seen, and I was laughing about it. It was the only one in the entire box, or the entire 2 boxes, and then 10 cello packs that was horribly miscut. So anyways, I thought, just kind of laughed it off, like, yeah, it was the player I wanted a card of, but I ended up getting a Pink Refractor of him, so I wasn't too worried about it. And then I get to a portion of the box where I pull a Luis Robert rookie card, which is great because that's what I was looking for. But wait until you see it. Blake Snell. I mean, come on. Come on, man. Blake Snell, Colin Moran, JD Martinez. How does this even leave the line? Who is that next to him, I wonder? Who's the other player? It's like a $50 card, ruined. So I'm sure you could probably hear the frustration in my voice. We had gotten probably 6 or 7 miscut cards in this opening, and the one that was going to pay for my entire opening was horribly miscut. Like, it was bad. It was bad. So I was pretty frustrated. Like, all of a sudden you go from where you're breaking even or making 20 or $30, enough to put towards something else, and it's just out the window. You have this cool card that's so horribly miscut that I might as well throw it away. So anyways, I go on Topps' website and I look it up, and sure enough, if you have the packaging, you can send it to them and have them replace cards that they messed up on, not ones that you bent or got bent at the store or anything along those lines. But if they messed up on it, like a bad roller mark or something like that, or miscut, you can send in that information to them, and they will replace it. They want 2 to 4 weeks, which I'm sure, as it sits right now in the COVID era, it's probably more like 8 weeks. But they will do that for you if they mess up. So keep that in mind if ever you get a card that's not Luis Robert. Anyhow, so I went online and I was like making a joke about how this was a die-cut Luis Robert rookie card because it's literally slanted. You can see the card next to it, and the rookie card logo that's down in the corner is gone completely. And I tag a couple big openers out there like Houdini at Cheap Fun Breaks and Phil Hughes and Ivan Watch the Breaks. All those big names that you see on sports card Twitter. And they started tweeting, geez, I can't believe how horrible this is. And Watch the Breaks, he retweets it like he does with, anybody that has interesting stuff they send to him. Anyhow, so it starts getting some traction and people are like, this is awful. I can't believe this card is so bad. And anyways, Houdini chimes in and he's like, I think somebody might actually buy that. Don't get rid of it. And I'm like, what? Like somebody would actually want this oddity? It's horrible. It's like the most disgusting Luis Robert card you can imagine. And he's like, yes, I don't know why or what they do with it, but yes, people like these weird things. And then all of a sudden people started sending me screenshots of offer sheets, like listings that are thousands of dollars and people asking weird amounts for Luis Robert cards. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Like, there has to be some market for it. And I start looking back, and there's some other like miscuts and weird things, like half the card is missing top to bottom, but none quite like mine. And they have some good bids on there. So I'm thinking, worst case scenario, I could send this to Topps, get the mint card back, and make $45-50 or hold on to it, whatever. So I start having people saying, hey, I want it. I'm like, no, I'm going to put it on eBay. I'm going to start it at what the mint cut ones are selling for, $45. I just sold one for that earlier in the day. And let's see what happens. So I listed on there, and people from eBay, people from Reddit, like everybody that's kind of like wondering what the heck's going on are looking at it, and people start watching, and all of a sudden I get a bid. And it's at $49.99. Like, okay, so somebody wants this thing. Wake up the next morning, $51. Now it's up to $56. There's 20 people watching this auction right now, and it's still got like 5 days to go. It doesn't end until this upcoming Friday. So, anyhow, while we can't give Topps a pass on the bad quality control, because this was bad. It wasn't just one card. It was like many packs from this hanger that the first 2 or 3 cards were just god-awful. And I'll put up a picture right now where you guys can see pretty much all the other crazy miscut ones I got. Because, it's like when somebody fell asleep during the quality control portion of this. Anyhow, but for me, I tried to make a joke about it, put it on Twitter, made it funny, and people started telling me, like, you actually have something kind of cool here. So, anyhow, it looks like I'm going to end up with more than what a regular one would have gone for. I don't suggest doing this with any miscut card you have. There has to be some demand out there, and somebody has to want these oddities, which I don't think is going to happen with AJ Puck, for example, but or any of the other random guys that I got. But it just goes to show that you have to, remembering back when I was a kid, one of the biggest cards out there was the Frank Thomas no name on the front rookie card. While this isn't quite the same thing, because that was a mistake, not a miscut, it still goes to show that people are really passionate about things that nobody else has. And I think that that's important to keep in mind here, because somebody wants this card because nobody else has a Luis Robert rookie card from Topps Chrome that doesn't have the rookie card logo on it, or it appears to be cut with a sword in midair. So anyhow, people like things that other people don't have. So I'm sure some Luis Robert collector that happens to have a little bit extra money and wants something that's different from what everybody else has is going to end up with this, and that's great. I did find out it does fit in a top loader. I used a thick one just in case it needed a little bit more wiggle room, so we'll get that sent over to them. I don't know what the auction's going to end at. I've already had, I should note this, and I'll put the proof right here. I've already had a person offer me $100 cash, and while that would have been great to take that because that's double what a regular one goes for, the curiosity is killing me, so I have to see what this card goes for. Maybe he'll bid on it. Maybe he'll get it for $60. I don't know. And I might end up losing money by not doing that, but I have to know what this goes for. And right now there's a lot of eyes on it, and I think it would be a disservice to the community in a way, because I think it's interesting and people want to know what's going to happen here. But let's just see how this plays out. If it costs me $30 to have a cool story, whatever. That's what the hobby's all about, is like pulling interesting things and seeing what happens with them. So anyways, hopefully he keeps up on a hot streak coming up here. Hopefully this card goes for, I don't know, $100, $120 would be cool. If it goes for more than that, I don't even know what I'll think. But we'll get it sent over to people and get that one posted. So anyhow, I appreciate all of the feedback on that very first Topps Chrome post that I made. It's the first time I've ever done a giveaway of any sort. We've got like 20 subscribers on there and almost 50 views now, and I understand this is a little channel and I really don't know what I'm doing quite yet. I'm trying to learn how to edit videos. I'm editing videos on an iPad using like Adobe Rush software that's free, trying to find my own way to stand out. So anyhow, if you guys do want to enter that giveaway for a hanger, maybe the hanger has a miscut Luis Robert in it, just go to my first Topps Chrome video, like it, subscribe to my channel, go to my Instagram page, like that as well. You can find all the information you need to win. It'll be my pinned tweet as of today on Twitter, which is RickEllis85 on Twitter, RICELLIS85. That is my personal Twitter. Maybe one day we get to do a sports card one, but for now, that's the one we're going to use. But anyhow, appreciate all the support. This is just a little side thing for me, and I really do, like the time. I really do appreciate the time that you guys are giving me to come by and just, give me a couple views, couple minutes of your day, and I hope we can continue that going forward. All right, thanks, guys.